Hey guys, welcome back to Just Out Exploring. So today I got a special treat for all of you. Today I'm bringing in a special guest, and we are going to recap probably one of the funnest cruises that we've had together. It was in October 2019. It's coming up on almost exactly the 3-year anniversary. So we thought it would be prudent timing for us to recap that trip with you and just to talk a little bit about our cruising history and our cruising future. So right now, I'm going to welcome in my son, Ari Marandino. Hey, Ari, how's it going?
Good. I am very excited to do this.
You are? Why are you so excited?
Because that was such a fun cruise, and I just still have it in my head.
Do you?
Yes.
So why don't you tell everybody what ship was it that we sailed on?
We sailed on Navigator of the Seas.
Yeah. Do you remember the steps that we went to?
No.
Which one of this? Yes. Go ahead. Tell everyone.
Perfect Day was like a dream come true, but as a water park.
Why? What was some of your so let's back up. So let's start by telling them. So we went on Navigator of the Seas. We went back in October 2019. It was October 4th, 2019. Ari and I flew. So Ari's my son, in case you didn't figure that out. He and we flew overnight. We left Thursday night from San Francisco. We arrived super early in Miami. And it was such a fun, it was a great flight, easy. We got there early. We went and hung out at the Bayside Plaza and kind of were able to see the ship, see where we were. We had planned this 3-night cruise. It was just a short weekend cruise. Ari had that Friday off of school. So we decided to take some advantage of it. It also ended up being an Adam Carolla group cruise, which was really cool. Met some really cool people on there, still talk to some of those people, and it was just awesome. But it was a father-son trip for me and Ari, and I think that was the most special part of the whole trip. So definitely, right? We had a blast. So we get there on Friday morning. We took the people mover.
We took the people mover, and I was super hungry because I had a bunch of breath mints.
Yeah, he was hungry. He needed to eat. He was getting cranky. We were up. He slept maybe part of the night flying, but we powered through that. So we got on the ship probably, I think we were on the ship 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Like we were on early.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I have Emerald status with Royal Caribbean, so we were able to do priority boarding. And we got on. And what were your first impressions of the ship?
It was big.
Yeah? What did you think?
I think it was probably one of the coolest things of my life.
Why?
Besides Universal.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the cruise. So what was so awesome about the cruise ship?
It had tons of water. It had the water slide that I didn't go on until the end. It was there had a lot of room to move, kind of. And also we were on water.
Yeah. Do you remember how many times do you think we played mini golf?
I would say about 50.
Yeah, I would agree. And how many times do you think we played foosball?
I would say about 30, maybe 40.
I think we played nonstop. Yeah. So we got on the ship, like I said, about 11 a.m. on that Friday afternoon. It was awesome. We explored. Ari has been on
one Disney cruise,
two Disney cruises,
one Carnival cruise, I think.
Right.
And the Navigator, which is the one
you're missing about. A couple.
I don't remember all of them.
All right, he's been on 2 Disney cruises. We did 2 3-day Disney cruises. One of them he was a baby, so that's why he doesn't remember. We did Allure when he was super young too. So Ari's been on Allure of the Seas, but he was also probably too young to remember. He took his first steps aboard the Allure of the Seas. That's where he learned how to walk. He was best friends with the girls at Starbucks. They loved him. Because he was up early every morning. So I would take him down there, and then they became his best friend. He's been on the Carnival Miracle to a Mexican Riviera. He's been on the Norwegian Jewel to Alaska.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
remember that when you
Yeah,
had a beard.
yeah. When I had the beard, yes. And you've been on the Navigator of the Seas. So Ari de facto is Emerald status on Royal Caribbean, and
Yeah,
he's pushing me to get Diamond status, which I will be approaching right after my next cruise. I'll be one short cruise away, and I'm already looking at which one that's going to be.
which one?
So, so after we got on the ship and we started exploring, what kind of stateroom did we stay in? Do you remember?
I think it was towards the front of the ship. Like this is like the boarding area, and then this is like up here is kind of where we stayed.
But we stayed in an inside one, right? We didn't have
Yeah,
any
on the
windows.
inside one, and there was a balcony that showed like the area the shopping mall. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Like
We had
the
a.
air.
Did we have
Wait,
a view?
I don't.
No, I think we just had a
No.
normal.
Yeah, we just
had a normal interior for this one
yeah.
because it was so short. It wasn't worth, in my opinion, it wasn't worth booking the balcony. And what did you think of the room? It was cozy, wasn't it?
It was cozy, and it definitely gave me cruise vibes.
Yeah, yeah. And you were chilling on that couch so much, watching the one cartoon that would come in on the TV.
Which was what? I don't remember.
I don't remember, but I remember you enjoying it. And did the kids club one night?
Yeah, and there was a Nintendo Switch, Legos, windows that would like showed the water. And I'm pretty sure there were bean bags.
Yeah. What did you think about the kids club overall?
It was pretty cool, but I don't know how I felt about a bunch of smaller kids than me running into me.
Oh, that's right, because they were mixing younger ages up.
Yeah.
They had started that on Navigator, kind of mixing and matching. Even though you guys all had your own play areas, the little kids were harassing you.
No, like just like a few ran into me on accident, and I'm like, oh gosh, no.
They were just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
What else did we do on that ship? So we had dinner. I think the first night I left you in the play area, and I kind of went out, or was that the second night? The first night we hung out together, didn't we?
Yeah, the first night we hung out together, and I think. Wait, on the last night, was it the night that guy was trying to get me to eat food, or was it like
that was at Jamie's Italian Kitchen. That was the last night.
Yeah.
He was trying so hard. He kept bringing you different food to the table. I'm like, dude, he's only gonna eat fries.
I just don't want anything else yet. I'm not hungry.
So the first night, I remember we explored. What night did we end up? Was it the first night that we ended up watching Aladdin while by the pool?
I think wasn't it Detective Pikachu?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. How awesome was it watching the movies by the pool?
That was really cool because I just get to go underwater, and I think there were speakers playing it down there. I don't remember.
But you could hear it?
Yes.
Yeah. And you made some friends by the pool, didn't you?
Yeah, one kid that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah, I mean, it was 3 years ago, so. And then, so then that first night, we just had fun. We explored the ship. And then the next day came, and we went to Perfect Day. And we were one of the few cruises that I think that to this day have done this, is we had an extended stay at CocoCay. Or CocoCay, or whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to call it CocoCay because I like the way it rhymes. But we had the extended stay. So we had a 10 o'clock departure, and we had fireworks that night. But let's talk about the early part of the day. So we got off the ship. I don't remember rushing off the ship, but I know we got off the ship.
We like kind of were just waiting in line getting off the ship or something.
Yeah, we didn't make a rush for it. I think we had breakfast or coffee. But we had the water park tickets, right? We went to the water park.
Yeah, we had the water park tickets, and I was all over the wave pool.
Yeah, so we decided to do that, and I got to tell you, I think when we did this was like the first year. This was 6 months after CocoCay had opened or reopened or reimagined or whatever you want to call it. So we had the tickets to the water park, and I think I paid $34.99 each. Now you can't touch them for less than $98, just from what I've seen so far on the cruise planners.
I remember like a few weeks ago you were checking on there, and you're like $100 each, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's definitely times have changed, especially when it comes to the private island and some of the cost of the cruise. But either way, we were able to snag a great deal, so we jumped on it. And how was that water park?
The water park, my favorite part was either the wave pool or the adventure thing, because the adventure thing made me put
Adventure
on
pool.
adventure pool
Yeah,
made me put on a life jacket and I got to like swing off something.
you were swinging, you were walking across the balance floats, and
Yeah, that was really fun. I think the adventure thing was better than the wave pool.
you think so?
Well, the wave pool did have that giant wave that we jumped over and never
Yeah, we
actually
were
made
having
it.
fun with that.
Yeah.
Although you weren't swimming as good as you do now, so that would probably change now. And we probably spent 4 hours in the water park before we started to go to explore the rest of the island.
Yeah, I would like 4.5 hours.
Yeah, and then we went over to the big giant Oasis Lagoon pool. And we walked around that for a while. Remember how awesome that and huge that pool was?
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Sand.
Did you enjoy that pool?
Yeah, that was fun because it wasn't like Hawaii where I had the salt water to deal with.
Right.
Legs.
Yep. It was just regular water. It was fun.
Yes.
And then we had lunch. Let me guess what you had.
French fries. Actually, I think I remember having ice cream.
I think you had both. And then we went back to the ship for a while, right? Because we knew we had a late night. So I think we went back to the ship. We kind of showered up.
I remember we saw the fireworks on the cruise, and I'm pretty sure we were at the pool.
Yeah, but we also went back onto the island for a little bit in the evening. Remember, we went to go check out the barbecue.
Yeah, I remember
the laser.
Laser.
Yeah.
Laser tag.
I'm gonna put some footage of the laser show right here in the video so you guys can see what we were talking about. I don't think I got any footage of the fireworks. I don't remember why or why not, but
I remember a lot of people recording, but you weren't one of them.
Yeah. I didn't have a channel back then either. So
yep, you didn't know this was gonna happen.
But it was pretty cool, right? Like we were able to just stand up on deck and we watched some awesome fireworks before we sailed away. So that was a pretty cool experience. So not only did we get to experience the water park, we saw the pool, we had a late night stay, we got to eat a couple different meals on the island. Then we got the fireworks show, which they haven't done, I don't think, since our sailing or right around that same exact time. No, so we had a pretty cool, unique experience with CocoCay and Navigator of the Seas. Then the next day, we went to Nassau, Bahamas, and we didn't get off the ship. That was our last day. So we had.
That's the day I rode the water slide.
That's the day we rode the water slide. So when everybody got off the ship in Nassau, we rode the water slides. And what did you think about the water slides?
One of the best water slides I have been on. That one was really fun when it went like over the water. There were like hills. It felt like I was flying.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a coaster too. So it's got parts where it pushes you up the hills with the water. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. That slide. I feel the same way. It's like, why did we wait so long to go on that slide? I don't understand.
It's because I was scared, remember?
Were you?
Yeah, I was scared.
Oh.
And that's also why I didn't go on only like one slide at the giant hill thing.
Yeah. No, we did 2 or 3 slides over there.
I don't.
We did a couple together, and then you did one racing mat slide by yourself. So yeah, we had a good time. You did a lot more when we went to Volcano Bay this last time.
Oh, Volcano Bay. That was awesome.
Yeah. So
that's for another video.
Yeah, that'll be another. Yeah, we'll recap our Universal and Disney trip in another video. But the second night must have been, or was it the second or third night when we sat outside and we just watched Aladdin, and it was so awesome to sit out there and watch it on the pool.
I think it was the second night.
Yeah.
No.
So.
Yeah, no, the second night.
Yeah, I one of the most awesome things that I've never really done on a cruise, and I don't know if it had been very popular before this. I'm sure it had, but it just not on some of the Royal Caribbean ships that we had been on, is like the poolside movies. And I got to tell you, that was probably one of my favorite parts of the cruise, was just sitting out there. Gave Ari a little boundary, and I said, this is kind of your boundary. Have fun, watch the movie, stay in this zone and do your thing and have fun. And how did that feel? Because I think that was the first time you kind of had a lot of freedom.
I don't really remember it. This is all I remember. You gave me the zone, and then I went into the pool. And then I like learned. That's the first time I learned how to like paddle up and
Yeah.
stay above.
Yeah, but you were.
That was pretty fun to have freedom.
Yeah. You were having a good time, and I was just sitting right there, and I was talking with people, and there was a bunch of cool people. Move your face out of the light. There was a lot of cool people on that ship, and like I said, I made some friends. You know, I was able to sprinkle in some Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew activities, and I thought that was pretty fun. Made some really cool friends. I stayed out one night, left Ari in the kids center until about midnight one night. He didn't like that too much, but
No, I did not like that.
he was just wanted the dad-son trip to be all about us, which was fair. So that was the only time we did that. But the rest of the time we were together.
Yep.
And then we got up early on the day we got off the cruise ship. And what did we do? Do you remember what we did?
I went in our rental car and I cried.
Because you missed the ship. But you remember what kind of car we rented?
No.
The open top Beetle.
Oh yes.
You remember when we were driving around? It was raining. We got rained on in the open top, but only a short little. We were able to get off and get it fixed, then
we had to go on the side because you couldn't close it while it was driving.
Yeah, we had a later flight out of Miami on like a 3 p.m. flight out of Miami on that day we got back. So on Monday, so we maybe even a little later, but we went to Dave and Buster's.
Oh
we
yes,
drove
Dave and
around.
Buster's.
We went to the Whole Foods and got some snacks. And all in all, I just remember it was such a good arrival from a cruise, and it ended up being a short cruise, but was it just a blast. So yeah,
it really was. Also,
so do you want to tell everyone anything else before we wrap this up?
I know everyone wants to see me do it in person.
If you don't know what he's talking about, I'm going to put the clip into it in here of Ari doing his little dance with his Guardians of the Galaxy face mask on. It was awesome. It'll probably be in the intro as well, so you guys will get to see it twice.
Yes.
But yeah, so well, cool. Well, I think this was fun. I loved recapping this trip with you, bud.
I was about to cry during the part when I said we were leaving the ship and I cried.
Why? Because you remembered the trip?
Yep.
Yeah. Uh-oh. It's all right, dude. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to the episode today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this, or comment on this video and subscribe to my channel.
Share it with all your friends.
Share it with all your friends. Hit that notification bell. Do all the things that help these channels grow, and we really appreciate it. And Ari actually has a channel too, if you guys want to check it out. He's on YouTube.
Put it in the description.
We'll put it in the description below. He's on YouTube at 3 Things in 1, and I think his latest obsession is solving Rubik's Cubes puzzles.
Hello.
He's working on a 2x2 right now. So, all right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.